Kibo the Courageous, a tale of hope and survival in Africa, deep in the heart of the African savanna, where golden grass swayed under the warm sun and acacia trees dotted the horizon, lived a mighty elephant named Kibo. With his massive tusks, powerful frame, and gentle spirit, Kibo was admired by all the animals. Though he was strong, it was his kindness and wisdom that made him a beloved leader. One year, the rains failed to come, the rivers dried up, and the lush grasslands turned into cracked earth. The animals of the savanna grew desperate as food and water became scarce. The once happy chatter of birds and the laughter of hyenas gave way to silence and worry. Kibo watched his home with a heavy heart. The savanna, which had always been so full of life, was now struggling. He knew that unless something was done, many of his friends would not survive. One morning, Kibo gathered the animals beneath the shade of an ancient baobab tree. Lions, zebras, antelopes, giraffes, and even the shy meerkats came, their eyes filled with fear and uncertainty. "We cannot wait for the rains any longer," Kibo said, his deep voice resonating through the crowd. "We must journey to the Hidden Oasis, a place of water and life. It will be a hard journey, but together we can make it." The animals murmured. The Hidden Oasis was a place of legend, said to lie beyond the treacherous great cliffs and the scorching desert of shadows. Many doubted it was real, but they trusted Kibo. "We'll follow you," said Mala, a brave young zebra. "As long as we stay together, we can make it," added Chuma, a clever meerkat. The journey began at dawn. Kibo led the way, his large ears flapping as he listened for danger. The animals followed in a single line, their hopes resting on his broad shoulders. The first challenge came as they crossed the great cliffs. The rocky terrain was steep and dangerous, with loose stones that sent small animals tumbling. Kibo used his strength to carry the weaker animals, while the nimble monkeys climbed ahead, scouting the safest paths. "Careful, everyone," Kibo said, his voice steady. "One step at a time." The animals worked together, helping one another climb. When Mala slipped and nearly fell, Chuma quickly dug his tiny claws into the ground, anchoring her until Kibo could pull her up. After days of climbing, they reached the desert of shadows. The sun beat down mercilessly, and the ground burned their feet. The animals grew tired and thirsty, but Kibo kept them moving. "Just a little farther," he encouraged. "We can do this together." To lift their spirits, Mala began to sing a soft, rhythmic song, and soon the other animals joined in. The melody carried them forward, reminding them of the lush savanna they were fighting to save. When the meerkats discovered a hidden patch of shade beneath a rocky outcrop, the animals rested, sharing what little water they had. Though it wasn't much, they passed it around, ensuring even the smallest creature got a sip. Finally, after what felt like an endless journey, they reached the edge of the desert. There, in the distance, was a shimmering patch of green. "The Hidden Oasis," gasped Mala, her tired eyes lighting up. The animals quickened their pace, their exhaustion replaced by hope. When they arrived, they found clear blue water surrounded by lush trees and vibrant grass. Birds sang joyfully, and cool breezes rustled the leaves. Kibo let out a triumphant trumpet, his heart swelling with pride. "We made it," he said, turning to the animals, "because we stayed together." The animals drank deeply from the oasis and feasted on the abundant greenery. They worked together to build shelters and created a home where all could thrive. Kibo, though weary, felt a deep sense of fulfillment as he watched the animals rebuild their lives. He knew the journey had not only saved them, but strengthened their bonds. "We must protect this place," he said, "not just for ourselves, but for future generations. And when the rains return, we will guide others here if they need it." The animals nodded, their hearts united by the journey they had shared. The story of Kibo and the Hidden Oasis spread across the savanna, becoming a legend that inspired others to face challenges with courage and unity. And whenever the rains were late, the animals would gather beneath the baobab tree, knowing that as long as they followed Kibo's example, They could overcome anything together.